Hi, everybody. I'm Doug.
I'm Brenna.
And this is the recap for week 5 of Technical Track, October 2019 at Wednesday Night Hop.
Yep.
Yeah. So we started today with a review of switches. So we started with a over-rotated swing out. We talked about that last week. Who, ha. We reiterated that this was about creating some stretch, sort of like the beginning of a rock step, and never letting it end. When we finish that rock step is when it ends.
Yeah.
And that the leader is the center of the merry-go-round. We use this as an opportunity to talk about follows shaping this moment.
Yeah. And actually, before shaping, there are a few things that help no matter what you're doing as a follower. One of them is first, when you feel that over rotation, to be able to turn in ever so slightly to the connection and stretch away with that, and then keep that stretch to show that you're doing things with your feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once we get that energy going,
and we started with our kickball changes, really going back and forth, in, out, and then we explored keeping that rhythm of triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step, and exploring different shapings we could do. And also you can do anything there. You can do step, 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 a step, a step, a step, endless possibilities.
Yeah. And so for me as a leader to maintain a baseline, I really want to try and keep that stretch relatively the same, no matter what my partner is doing. But I will change my own shaping a little bit to respond or play off of what my partner is doing. Ha. 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 So you could see me go into the da-da-da-da-da-da rhythm with Brenna, but otherwise I was mostly trying to keep that stretch the same.
Yeah. Awesome. Then we talked about Tabby the Cats.
Yeah.
As a solo movement. One way that we talked about doing it was jumping down and then open and up. So you're kind of making this sort of motion. Down, open, up.
You can do that sort of fluidly to emphasize more of the butt motion, or you can do it like sort of more staccato to emphasize the knees.
Yeah, I'll do it from behind. We talked about also avoiding bending over with that one, trying to stay upright and getting lower with our legs instead.
Bam. And then the way we did that was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Also, we talked about taking longer ones.
Ha. Wah. Do. Da. And then for leaders, if my partner is playing around with tabbies, I might switch to something like this and do a tabby of myself afterwards. So, shoo wah, poo wah, hoo wah, do, da, do. So that was a handshake pass by, and I'm actually going to the left instead of to the right with my tabby there. But you can turn the other way to go to the left, to the right, woo, left and right. Try all 4 directions.
Yes.
of turning and tabbying, and hopefully you'll find one that you like.
Yeah, and then next we did the mini dip.
Yeah. This was shoo wah, wah, boo, ba, ba da. Let's do that again. Hoo wah, boo, ba, ba da, ba. There are a number of different ways to turn for this, but the big one is we're trying to hit this space in between each other and get a very good down clap step, bump, ba-da.
Yeah, for followers, we talked about those small steps being crucial, and we especially want to feel that down from our lead. So that makes us go rock, step, down. You'll notice that my left foot pretty much stayed in place as I pivoted around it, which kept me from triple stepping down the line as if it were a pass by.
Yeah, hoo wah, ba, ba, ba-da. And then particularly once we get a feel for what that down clap feels like, we encourage you to play around with the shape after that. So I really think of the core of the mini dip being that down clap. But then what you do at the end can be a really fun place to play around with the shaping of your moves. So thinking about down versus up versus like away or towards. The classic one that Frankie did was hoo-ba, ba-da, like an away and snap down. But there were a lot of vintage clips of people going up there. So it's a really great place to play around with all the shaping stuff we talked about this month.
Yeah, and while you're on one leg, the last technical note that we talked about was trying not to lift one of the hips.
Yes. Yeah,
Keep it relaxed and level to help with your balance.
Yeah, I really try to think about making the down up in this happen more by contrast than by getting very high or very low. The more you go down, the easier it is to go up just by even, not.
Yeah. Great. Well, thanks so much for
Thank you.
taking our shaping class.
Yeah. See you next time.